Few spiritual teachers have sparked as much love, controversy, and transformation as Osho. Born as Rajneesh Chandra Mohan Jain on December 11, 1931, in Kuchhiwada, India, Osho grew up with a fiercely independent mind and a deep thirst for truth. As a young boy, he would ask profound questions that challenged conventional wisdom and religious norms. When he was just 6 years old, he questioned the concept of God. His mother took him to a nearby temple to show the idol of Lord Shiva and said, "This is God." Osho looked at it and said, "I saw there was only darkness behind the idol. No light was coming out of it. How can this be God?" This incident was just the beginning of a lifetime of seeking that would lead him to become one of the most influential spiritual teachers of the 20th century. From an early age, he questioned everything: religion, tradition, and authority. He said truth cannot be borrowed. Truth has to be discovered by oneself. His journey began with his formal education. After earning degrees in philosophy, he taught at Jabalpur University while also traveling around India as a public speaker. He spoke about ancient Indian philosophies like Vedanta, Samkhya, and Yoga, drawing large crowds of students and seekers. However, some of his ideas were considered controversial, and he was often criticized by religious leaders and traditionalists. Nevertheless, he continued to speak out, challenging people to think for themselves and to question their beliefs. In the 1970s, Osho decided to establish an ashram in Pune, India. Soon it became a magnet for seekers from all over the world who were looking for a deeper understanding of life and spirituality. Among them were Americans, Europeans, Japanese, and many more. These seekers were drawn to Osho's charisma and his revolutionary approach to spirituality. But Osho wasn't a traditional guru. He was a rebel mystic who challenged the very notion of what it meant to be a spiritual teacher. His meditation techniques were far from the traditional practices of yoga and mantra repetition. They involved dancing, catharsis, silence, and celebration. He emphasized the importance of living in the present moment and experiencing life fully rather than seeking to escape it. Osho believed that the modern mind needed a more active form of meditation to break free from the grip of stress and conditioning. In his own words, meditation is nothing but a device to make you aware of your real self, which is not created by you, which cannot be created by you. He taught various meditation techniques such as dynamic meditation, kundalini, yoga, and natari meditations. These techniques aim to help people transcend their limited selves and connect with their higher consciousness. But Osho was not just a meditation teacher. He was a philosopher, a poet, and a revolutionary who challenged the status quo and called for a radical transformation of society. He believed that the purpose of life was to evolve and to move towards greater states of consciousness. Said the whole purpose of life is to decondition the mind, to let it move freely in its totality. The more you are conditioned, the more you suffer. Osho's teachings were a blend of ancient wisdom and modern insights. He drew from the rich traditions of India, but he was also influenced by Western psychology and philosophy. He emphasized the importance of individual experience and personal transformation, and he encouraged his followers to question everything and to be authentic. By the late 1970s, Osho had become a well-known figure in India, and his ashram in Pune was attracting thousands of visitors every year. However, he knew that to reach a wider audience, he needed to go global. So in 1981, he set off for the United States. There he established Rajneeshpuram, a community of about 6,000 followers in Oregon. This experiment in communal living was one of the largest of its kind in the West, and it attracted a lot of attention from the media and the authorities. But Rajneeshpuram was not without its problems. There was tension with the local residents and businesses, and the commune was also involved in a number of legal battles. One of the most serious controversies involved Osho's secretary, Ma Anand, Sheila, who was accused of embezzling money and of orchestrating a series of acts of violence and intimidation against members of the commune. When the FBI raided the commune in search of evidence, they found a cache of weapons and explosives. Osho was arrested and charged with unlawful possession of a firearm and with conspiring to murder one of his former associates. He was sentenced to 10 years in prison, but he was released on appeal and deported back to India. Despite all the drama and controversy, Osho continued to speak and to write. He gave thousands of talks and discourses on a wide range of topics, from meditation to relationships, to politics. He also published numerous books, which were compiled from his talks, and these books became bestsellers around the world. Some of his most famous titles include The Book of Wisdom, The New Dawn, The Path of Love, and The Divine Dance. Although Osho was no longer able to travel to the United States, his influence continued to grow. People from all walks of life flocked to his ashrams in India to learn from him and to experience his unique brand of spirituality. Among them were celebrities like Yoko Ono, musicians, artists, and politicians. Despite his international fame and the huge following he had, Osho remained humble and grounded. He was known for his simple lifestyle and his down-earth approach. He dressed like a normal person, and he lived in a small room in his ashram, did not accept donations, and he did not charge money for his talks or his books. He believed that knowledge should be shared freely, and that everyone should have access to it. Osho continued to speak until his death in 1990. His message never wavered. Personal transformation, not belief. Awareness, not ideology. He was deeply concerned about the state of the world, and he often spoke about the need for peace and unity among different religions and cultures. He believed that the time had come for humanity to move beyond the limitations of the ego and to embrace a new level of consciousness. He said man has always been afraid of death, so he tries to live more in the future. But life is happening right now. B. Don't try to become. Life is a celebration if you just remain in the moment. When Osho died of a rare lung disease at the age of 58, he left behind a legacy that continues to inspire millions of people around the world. At the time of his death, he was one of the most widely read authors in the world, with more than 6,000 books published in 40 languages. His teachings have been translated into more than 60 languages, and they have reached people from all walks of life, from celebrities to prisoners, from teenagers to the elderly. Osho's message is a universal one that transcends boundaries of religion, culture, and nationality. In the years since his death, many people have written about Osho and his impact on their lives. Some of the most notable works include The Rebel Mystic, by Peter Sellers, Wild Osho, by Don Stevens, and My Life with Osho, by Swami Chaitanya. These books offer different perspectives on Osho's life and teachings, and they provide insights into the man behind the legend. So what is Osho's secret? What is it about his teachings that have resonated with so many people from all walks of life? Perhaps it is because Osho was a man of the people. He was not born into a wealthy family or a religious dynasty. He was an ordinary man who sought out answers to life's big questions, and in doing so, he discovered a path to enlightenment that was simple, direct, and accessible to all. Or perhaps it is because Osho's teachings are so practical and down-to-earth. He did not teach people to turn away from the world or to deny their senses. He taught them to engage with life fully and to use the tools of meditation and mindfulness to transform their experiences. Or maybe it is because Osho's message is so timely. In a world that is often characterized by conflict, suffering, and division, Osho's call for peace, unity, and personal transformation is more relevant than ever. Whatever the reason, there is no denying the impact that Osho has had on millions of people around the world. His teachings have inspired people to live more authentic, meaningful lives and to seek out a deeper understanding of themselves and the universe. As we look to the future, we can see that Osho's legacy will continue to grow. His message is one that is timeless and universal, and it will continue to resonate with people from all walks of life for generations to come. So if you are seeking wisdom, guidance, or simply a new perspective on life, we invite you to explore the teachings of Osho and to discover the transformative power of his words. You can start by checking out our channel, where we share Osho quotes and videos that can help you on your journey towards enlightenment. Don't forget to subscribe to get notified when we post new videos. You can also visit our website to learn more about Osho and his teachings and to purchase his books. We hope that you will find Osho's words to be a source of inspiration, insight, and guidance as you navigate the challenges and opportunities that life has in store for you. Thank you for watching, and we wish you all the best on your journey towards enlightenment.